An investigator known as Mac claims a friend's home became plagued by relentless, sinister activity. Oppressive dark energy choked every room, accompanied by violent thuds echoing from deep beneath the floorboards. During one late-night investigation, Mac hit record after heavy frantic pounding erupted from inside the pitch-black basement.
And I'm hearing something in the basement. And the dog is right here. And what is that? What is that? There's something in that doorway. Let's go get it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Nope. This is where I saw that demon kid. And that's scary. Maybe next time.
While Mac focuses on the banging below, a horrifying watcher is already standing inside the room. Beside the narrow sliver of light near the doorway, a pitch-black human-shaped shadow looms in silence, its pale, pinprick eyes staring directly into the camera lens.
And what is that? What is that? There's something in that doorway. Let's go get it.
Mac follows the banging down to the basement, but the staircase is completely abandoned. Whatever was pounding beneath the floor has gone silent, and Mac remains completely unaware of the shadowy figure that was watching him from upstairs. Returning to the same staircase during a later investigation, the camera catches something truly horrifying. As the light flickers, a small, pale boy with dark hair and gray clothes suddenly materializes on the stairs, standing completely motionless in a spot that was empty just seconds before. In a subsequent upload, Mac searches a bare bedroom containing only a mattress and a covered window. Believing he's completely alone, he inches around the bed, unaware that something sinister is already watching him from the shadows on the other side.
Alright, y'all, I heard creepy giggling again back here. You hear it? I hear it. I don't know where it's coming from. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there something right there? What is that? The hell? What the hell was that? Day in the life of hunting ghosts. You gotta hunt.
As the camera passes the window, a pale, childlike head slowly rises from behind the far edge of the mattress. Its lifeless face stares directly at Mac for nearly 15 agonizing seconds, watching his every move in complete, horrifying silence.
I don't know where it's coming from. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there something right there? What is that?
The moment Mac flips on the light switch, the apparition vanishes. Mac searches the cramped space behind the mattress, but the room is empty. There is no child, no hiding spot, and no escape route that wouldn't have passed directly in front of the lens. In the final nightmare clip, Mac returns to the property and waits in the darkness. After turning on the lights, he cautiously approaches a closed door, convinced the spirit of the young boy has returned and is waiting for him on the other side.
Alright, there's something back there, I think. Fudge! Oh my god.
The door slowly creeps open, revealing the pale, ghostly face of the young boy staring through the narrow gap. But before Mac can step inside, the door violently slams shut in his face, as if the entity was warning him to stay out.
Fudge! Oh my god.
Skeptics argue this entire saga was orchestrated using a child actor or clever cuts during the sudden lighting changes. However, the final doorway moment appears to unfold in one continuous, unedited shot. If these recordings are real, a relentless, childlike entity stalked Mac through every corner of the house, drawing closer with every encounter, until only a thin, wooden door stood between them. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In the spring of 2020, a mother of 3, known online as Betsnangel69, began noticing a deeply unsettling presence in the woods directly across from her home. Initially filming just to show a friend, she quickly realized the same mysterious shape was returning to the exact same stretch of trees day after day. According to Bets, the figure didn't just pass through, it lingered for hours on end, silently pacing back and forth in a terrifying, unnatural pattern.
Talia, get over here. I can't even zoom in any closer. You see it? It just walks back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Across the road, a dark, human-like silhouette can be seen moving repeatedly between the trees. Instead of walking away, it paces in one direction, stops, turns, and retraces its exact steps, trapped in an endless mechanical loop. Bets claimed this pacing went on for hours at a time, persisting through both day and night for weeks. Distance hides the entity's face and features, leading skeptics to suggest a local resident pacing on private land. But late one night, her dog Karma suddenly locked eyes on those very same woods, barking frantically into the blackness.
What's wrong, Karma? What do you see over there, bud? What do you see? What?
Karma barks relentlessly toward the dark clearing, as if sensing something lurking just beyond the fence. The following day, Bets attempted to investigate alone, but was gripped by fear and forced to retreat before reaching the trees. In later Storytime uploads, she explained that she originally worried the figure was a disoriented person in need of help, denying any use of video editing. Finally, she convinced her husband to enter the woods with her. When they reached the clearing, the pacing figure had vanished, but as they called out into the dense trees, something horrifying answered from the dark.
It's pretty full. Hello? Is anybody there? I'm so nervous. What was that?
I don't know.
Do you need help?
The moment Bets calls out, "Do you need help?" a blood-curdling, inhuman shriek erupts from deep within the forest. Terrified, the couple fled for their lives. The camera never caught what produced the scream, leaving it unclear if the sound came from a wild animal, a trespasser, or something far worse. In 2020, Bets compiled the saga on her sinister YouTube channel. Years later, she posted an update confirming her family had abandoned the home due to escalating paranormal activity. She reposted the footage again in 2025, yet the identity of the pacing figure and the origin of that terrifying screech remain an unsolved mystery. Was Bets watching an ordinary intruder pacing across from her house, or was something sinister trapped in those woods, waiting for someone to call out? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. D from D's Dark Adventures frequently ventures alone into pitch black, isolated woods in search of cryptids and the paranormal. During a live stream ominously titled Already Hearing Things, D trekked deep into a dense forest, with only a handheld flashlight cutting through the oppressive darkness. At first, nothing seemed amiss among the tangled trees, but as she pushed deeper into the woods, a sudden sound beyond the trail brought her to a dead stop. Dee slowly aimed her camera beam toward a thick wall of branches.
There's movement everywhere. What the f*** is that? Why is it so low to the ground? It's crazy. What is that? Stop moving. Stop moving. I'm shaking, guys. I'm trying to... There's no way. It's got a white head. It's got a white piece to it. What the f*** is that? There's no f***. What is that? There's something moving to my right. What are you? What is that? Is that like a... Is it a raccoon? Hold on. I gotta take you out a little bit because... Hold on. Let me move up a little more. I'm too close and I'm shaky. Hold on. Let me... Big head, f***ers. That's a big head. Took the light off of it. Dude, I'm trying. What are you? I'm trying not to shake. Take the light off. Look, the lights, the eyes are shining in. This is not happening. Guys, is that a possum? No, it's too big to be a possum. No, it's got pointed ears, dude. Its ears are pointed. I'm gonna die. What are you, dude? What was that noise? Look, guys, no light, and it's shining. It's the lights. Its eyes shining. If it cocks its head, I'm losing it. You stay right there. You stay right there. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys.
Concealed deep behind the thick vegetation, a massive animal-like head is seen staring directly into her flashlight beam. Two piercing reflective eyes glow through the leaves, flanked by pointed ears resting above a broad canine-like face. Whatever is hiding there stands unnervingly still, watching her from just feet away in complete silence. Then, as the light shifts, the head slowly sinks back down into the brush, and those glowing eyes vanish into the blackness. Dee believes she came face to face with a dogman, a massive upright canine cryptid notorious for stalking night hikers. Skeptics argue the dense leaves obscure the creature's true body and suggest a routine forest animal, but the unsettling size and shape of the head left viewers deeply shaken. Was Dee standing mere feet from an apex cryptid silently stalking its prey, or was this just a wild animal caught in her flashlight? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Late one night, TikTok user Berlin picked up a video call from a friend walking home alone through a narrow, dimly lit alleyway. Her friend mentioned she was nearly home, but was gripped by a terrifying gut feeling that she was being followed. At first, the alley behind her looked completely empty, but as Berlin stared closely at the phone screen, she spotted something lurking in the shadows, something her friend hadn't noticed yet.
Sa, gue udah mau sampai, tapi
Lo di mana sih?
gue nggak tahu kok masih kayak ada yang Kayak ada yang ngikutin gue.
Hah, kenapa sih?
Gak tau. Sumpah gue udah biasa lewat gang sini.
Ya, lari ya, lari ya, ya, lari ya. Ya, lari. Sumpah lari. Sumpah, lari. Ya, lari ya.
Looming just steps behind the unsuspecting woman is a tall figure draped completely in white fabric. The cloth appears tightly bound around its head and body. Strikingly similar to a pokong, the vengeful spirit of a corpse bound inside its burial shroud. The entity silently trails behind her while she remains completely unaware. Panicking, Berlin screams at her to run, sending the phone tumbling into darkness as her friend flees for her life. The video cuts out before revealing if she made it to safety. While a prankster in a sheet could have staged the encounter, if genuine, Berlin witnessed a corpse-bound entity hunting her friend in real time. Was this a cruel prank, or a chilling live stream of a pokong stalking its prey? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Blue Line Paranormal was founded by Gage Mansfield, a Tennessee first responder who investigates reported hauntings alongside law enforcement and paranormal researchers. But according to Gage, one of his most terrifying cases didn't happen in a haunted asylum or abandoned prison. It began inside his own home. Security cameras stationed across the house started catching sinister, unexplained activity in the middle of the night, and soon, a camera captured an entity moving through the dark in a house that was supposed to be locked and empty. In the back of the bedroom, a heavy door repeatedly opens and closes on its own, with no visible person anywhere near the frame. Blue Line labeled the footage as potential poltergeist activity, accompanied by disembodied noises and shadow figures. While air pressure or a loose latch could move a door, Blue Line claimed this was only the beginning of the haunting, because a second camera inside the house would soon capture an entity that was far more terrifying. Stepping out from the wall, a pale, full-bodied apparition materializes and glides toward the dining area. The security camera's AI software even registers human-like movement, placing a green person detection box around the figure as it moves. Gage rushed to search the house seconds later, but found the doors locked and the rooms completely deserted. The incident was later featured on Paranormal Court on camera. While skeptics point to camera compression, IR glare, or an unnoticed intruder, the clarity of the pale silhouette left viewers thoroughly spooked. The playroom footage shows Gage searching the home, but catches no physical movement on camera. While air currents could explain the door, and camera glitches could distort a person in the kitchen, Gage maintains that independent security cameras caught activity he could not explain. A full-bodied, pale entity caught walking freely through his home, while no stranger could be found. Was this just a series of ordinary camera glitches, or was a phantom stalking Gage Mansfield inside his own house? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. On July 27th, a creator known online as Day posted a video she claimed would be her last. Filming alone in near-total darkness, a visibly terrified Day delivered a chilling warning. A mimic had taken over her life, and she was abandoning her home forever. She vowed never to return, but despite declaring this was her final update, more videos slowly began surfacing online, and with each new upload, her story spiraled into a nightmare.
Huh? What happened? There's something in the hallway? Are you my son? Junior. Are you my son? Junior? What do you need help with? What do you need help with, Junior? Junior. What do you need help with? Junior. Junior.
I'm behind you.
No, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get the wake up, get your asses up and come on, come the on. I'm not playing with this bitch no more. Come the on.
4 nights after her frantic warning, terrifying clips from one of Day's live streams began circulating online. At first, it seems completely quiet. She lies motionless in a pitch-black room, drifting in and out of sleep that no one else is in the house. But as the stream continues, her body suddenly starts reacting to something lurking just out of frame, as if an unseen entity has crept right up to her bedside.
I see you. Stop.
Without warning, Day gasps in her sleep and whispers a chilling phrase that I see you. She frantically waves her hand as if pushing something away from her face, pleading for it to stop, before raising her finger to point directly into the empty room. Skeptics might write this off as sleep paralysis or a vivid nightmare, but her reactions are disturbingly precise, almost as if she's tracking a shadowy figure moving through the dark. And the very next night, things took an even more sinister turn. With no one else in the frame, the pitch-black room suddenly floods with bright light, while Day lies completely still. Seconds later, the light abruptly cuts back to total darkness, leaving her partly open eyes rolled back into a vacant, lifeless stare. Could a smart bulb or timer explain the sudden burst of brightness? Perhaps. But to her followers, the timing felt deeply demonic. And by the next morning, whatever was stalking Day proved it wasn't just confined to her bedroom.
I'm hearing shit. Yeah, no.
Now, miles away at her job, surrounded by broad daylight, Day suddenly freezes as an eerie, unexplained sound echoes nearby. She searches the empty room, but the camera catches no source for the noise. While it could be a distant co-worker or machinery, after the midnight encounters and the entity in her bedroom, viewers were left horrified by one overwhelming thought. Whatever mimic was hunting Day had followed her out into the real world. Is this just a series of strange coincidences? Or did Day capture terrifying proof of an entity closing in on its target? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Creator Paige Mackenzie began filming after unexplained banging, slamming doors and shadow figures began tormenting her home. Early on, her encounters centered around a restless young spirit named Anna. But soon, the paranormal activity surrounding Paige and her mother took a dark, terrifying turn.
Hey, Mom? 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 Hey. Mom?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask you something. Mom? That was weird. I was kind of talking to you, Mom. Are you sure you're feeling okay? What? What's happening? All the cupboards are open. Okay. I don't like this. Maybe it's something good. Who is it? Mom! What the heck? Give me a heart attack. It was some creepy man. It was terrifying. Is he still there? No, I think he's gone. I hope he's gone. Mom!
Following a chilling visit from a strange man at their door, Paige's mother grew deeply unhinged. She frantically warned that something wicked was coming, a cryptic threat Paige couldn't comprehend. Moments later, her mother retreated into the bathroom in sheer panic. Paige grabbed her camera and rushed inside, completely unaware that a demonic presence was already waiting.
Okay, I can hear my mom. She's freaking out. I don't know what's happening. Mom, what?
You need to look!
What?
My eyes!
What?
You need to look at my eyes! Look at them!
Mom, what? I don't see anything. Mom, look at me. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's there. Mom, nothing's there.
Just look.
What do you mean? Mom! Oh my gosh! No, look at me, look!
What is
Oh, it's okay. It's not there. It's not there. It's only in the mirror.
It's not there.
It's only in the mirror, I think. No, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Mom, it's okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, we'll figure it out.
What was that?
I don't know. No, I do know. That was the man.
What man?
The man that was outside the door.
Okay, so my eyes, the man, what is going on?
Your eyes are fine. fine, and that man was there, and you...
No, what?
You said you were out of it. I don't know, but...
I don't remember any man. What are you doing?
We have to go back in.
Why?
Because...
No! Be careful.
I will. Okay.
Something wicked this way comes.
What? Mom?
What?
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 Did you say something?
No?
What? Mom?
I didn't say anything.
What do you mean you didn't say anything?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
What? Mom? Mom? What about your eyes? Or the creepy man? Or... Okay, you guys heard that right. She said something wicked this way comes. Just like that. Her eyes. The man in the bathroom. Okay, something's up.
As her mother screams in agony, a tall, pale, human-like figure materializes in the mirror directly behind her. The camera drops to the floor, but when Paige searches the room, it's completely empty. The entity existed only within the reflection. Appearing the exact second, her mother felt a physical blow, and whatever manifested in the glass that night was far from finished with them.
Mom? 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 Wait. She can't possibly be down here. She's upstairs. There's only one way up and down the stairs. So, if my theory's correct, she should be up here. Mom? Mom?
In the haunting videos that followed, the same shadowy figure began manifesting across the house. On subsequent nights, the entity was caught looming near the staircase, silently watching the family. What started as a mirror apparition was now freely stalking the halls, drawing closer to Paige's mother with every passing hour. Paige's mother suffered repeated physical attacks as her behavior spiraled into disturbing, unnatural aggression. Paige became convinced the entity was no longer just haunting their home. It was actively trying to possess her mother. Was the pale watcher in the mirror the moment something sinister latched onto her, or had the entity taken root long before the attack? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. At around 3 a.m., Big Shem woke up from a deep sleep and peered through his bedroom window. The street below was dead silent, swallowed by complete, suffocating darkness. But looking directly beneath his window, he froze, as his eyes locked onto something standing motionless in the road. Whatever it wasn't passing by. It was standing there waiting. Standing alone in the street is a slender, female-like silhouette, with both arms raised beside its head. Though its face is veiled in shadow, its body remains angled directly toward his window, as if it knows Big Shem is staring down at it. After standing frozen in creepy silence, the figure slowly turns and melts back into the night. While it could easily be a disoriented person or a staged prank, it leaves behind a terrifying question. Why was she standing motionless beneath his window in the dead of night? Was this just a stranger in the street, or something far more sinister wearing a human disguise? At a remote temple pavilion in Thailand, paranormal investigators from Kon Pen Phi arrived to examine a heartbreaking and sinister local legend. According to locals, a mother and her young daughter were tragically killed by a speeding truck while returning home from a temple ceremony. Shortly after, terrifying reports emerged. disembodied weeping and a child's faint laughter echoing through the empty halls, along with sightings of a tall shadow accompanied by a tiny silhouette. When the team stepped into the pitch-black pavilion for the first time, they had no idea they were walking into one of their most haunting sagas.
สวัสดีค่ะ
เฮ้ยจ้าเอ๋ขาหายไปข้างนึงพี่มันหดขาเฮ้ยเสียงหลังคาพี่มันหดขามันหดอ่ะขามันหดไปข้างนึงอะ1,400 ท่านนะคะปัดขามันหดไปข้างนึง1,500เฮ้ย
While their initial search yielded terrifying noises and disembodied whispers, no physical entity manifested on camera. Driven to find answers, the team returned for a second investigation. Calling out into the dark, the investigators were answered by echoing giggles and footsteps, which they believed came from the spirit of the young girl, yet the heavy shadows kept the entity hidden from view. Undeterred, the team returned a third time, and this time, whatever was haunting the pavilion stopped hiding.
ไอเด็กดื้อไอเด็กดื้อกอดหน่อยเร็วขอกอดหน่อยได้ไหมพี่รักเด็กเฮ้ยไม่น่ากลัวว่ะขนลุกเสียงอะไรวะข้างนอกอะเหมือนเสียงในห้องครัวเลยจ๋าอยู่ไหนลูกอยู่นี่หรือเปล่าไม่มีไปไหนแล้วไอ้หนูอย่าเล่นอย่างนี้สิลูกหนูอย่าเล่นอย่างนี้สิลูกหนูเดี๋ยวโอ๊ยอะไรวะเดี๋ยว
On their third night at the temple, an investigator searched the narrow corridors and abandoned bathrooms alone. Sweeping her flashlight across the decaying sinks and stalls, the room seemed completely vacant. But lurking just feet away in the shadows was a small figure matching the exact size of the spirit described in local legend. And as the team ventured deeper into the building, the same entity materialized once again.
ไม่ด่า 2,200 ท่านพี่เกียร์หมาดิ 2,200 ท่านพี่มึงขี่คอกูไม่พอมึงตบหัวกูด้วยขี่คอไม่พอตบหัวด้วยนะมาดิมาเฮ้ยมาดิถีบกระเด็นหน้าดิผีก็ไปเยอะป้องกันตัวมาดิมึงเรียกเงินไม่เป็นเหรอป้าจ๋าฮะอะไรวะมาหาหนูหน่อยแล้วหนูมีอะไรล่ะจ๊ะฮะเฮ้พี่อย่าตกใจดิมาหาหนูหน่อยโอ้เปล่าค่ะไม่ได้แกล้งลูกมึงอะแกล้งกูเฮียทุกคนเป็นพยานได้ลูกมันแกล้งบีตบหัวบีเล่นเลยเป็นพยานได้เลยว่าคือแบบเทียงเดียวไม่พอแม่งตบด้วยตบเป็นเพื่อนเลย เรารู้จักกันครั้งนี้ครั้งที่
The small figure first appears standing beside the bathroom sinks, then later crouched against a corridor wall. I end both encounters. The camera pans away before anyone can reach it, leaving no unedited footage of where the entity came from or where it vanished. While the figure matches the tragic tale of the young girl, its solid appearance leads skeptics to suggest a local child was placed inside the temple to stage the video. Did the team capture the restless spirit of the little girl, or was someone playing a terrifying game in the dark? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments.